Street rod to check out here at Unique Specialty and Classics. This one's a 1936 Ford Model 68 Deluxe, custom built steel body. No excuses on this one, Ford fans. You can't say I'd buy it, but it's got a Chevy in it. Because guess what? There it is, dual overhead cam, Ford V8, 4.6 liter Cobra engine. How's that for a power plant? Automatic transmission. You can see tubular control arms up front, serpentine belt system. We will fire it up here in a bit, let you hear it run. We'll take a look at the interior. If you stick around to the very end, Jason's going to take it for a drive. Look at that bad boy. Check out the still pictures. You're going to be able to see the underside, interior, engine bay, trunk. And those still pics can be seen at uniqueclassiccars.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, click on the link down below the video in the description. That's going to take you right to our website. Of course, you can call us, 507-386-1726. Disc brakes up front. ET wheels for that old school hot rod look, and then why not throw some Hoosier tires on there, especially those fatties in back. Custom paint. I'd kind of say this reminds me of Calypso Coral. It's one of those that's kind of a, you know, it's an orange, but yet it's got a lot of kind of a deep red to it. So yeah, kind of cool color. Calypso orange, carousel red, you'll hear it called in Pontiac terms. Kind of beige bucket seats. I'll show you the interior in just a bit too when we start it up. We'll take a little closer look at that. I'll show you where there's some switches and stuff hidden behind that dash. How's that for a custom rear? A few more stats on this car. It has a Mustang 2 front end, has a quick change rear end. I believe it was a Ford 9-inch. You'll be able to see that in the still pictures from underneath. There's also a custom license plate drop down that you'll see in the still pictures. Runs off vacuum from the engine. So when the engine's running, that license plate kicks down on the rear. There's door poppers in each of these fenders. Basically about right there. And then pops the door, and it'll do that on both sides. There's one on the passenger side also. There's also a little photo album of the build and how the body was beforehand. Technician noted the brakes are 80% in the front, and those are disc up front. Drum in the rear, 70% in the rear. Trunk release is a lever behind the driver's seat. There's a battery disconnect on the passenger floor right down by the fire extinguisher. You can see paint shows well on this one. It's not full of any major nicks, dings, or scratches. Of course, the suicide doors, as you can see. The windows are tinted, so know your local and state laws. For percentage of window tint that you can have, there's also power windows on that switch. Tilt and telescopic column, so you can get comfortable in this car. Overhead gauge cluster. Radio install, I have not had that power up, just so you're aware of that. A couple panels I mentioned before that are hidden right here. Folds away, and this is where behind there you'd have your fuse cluster and what have you. And then up top, some switches for the wipers. Wipers do work. Lights, fuel pump. On those lights so you can see those gauges. Sounds like we got a little cam. This 4.6. Let you hear from both sides. You can see the lights up in the rear window. Sounds pretty tame until you get on it. Check out that carb setup. Better be holding on with both hands when you get into this one. 1936 Ford Street Rod. Model 68 Deluxe, custom built, steel body, and yes, Ford fans, it's Ford powered. Call us 507-386-1726, uniqueclassiccars.com. Remember, we do consider trades. Financing is available. Of course, we can assist with transportation, and this vehicle may be eligible for an extended service contract. Consult with your sales associate when you call in or email.
Hey, it's George from Motorhood Podcast at Unique Classic Cars.
Hey, and this is Jeremy, and we're here to tell you where you can find our podcast. So first off, on all the Audible platforms, including Spotify, iHeart, etc., and also right here on the YouTube channel where you can find all of our episodes,
as well as the rest of our shenanigans.
A few other fun things that we'll do.
And when in doubt,
gas it.
Welcome to Motorhood.
Today we're driving a 1936 Ford Street Rod. It's going to be a nice, loud, rowdy one. Easy to drive though. It's an automatic on the column. Starts up and purrs right away. There are gauges overhead. You don't see gauges down here, but you can see them up. I think you can see them up high. Before we get going, the oil pressure is idling at 60. Tachometer is idling at 800. That looks good. Temperature about 130. Warming up still. So the tires chirped into the next gear. That is fun. Sounds great. Runs great. Talking about the gauges again. The volts are at 14. That's over here. Fuel, little bit over a quarter tank. That's next to that one. We also have an oil temperature gauge, which is just warming up for 120. Power windows, comfortable seating, lots of legroom. I'm 6'1" and I fit in this car just fine. It looks so wild having only that little radiator shroud and the big old engine. Headlights that turn with your steering. Another cool feature. I'm definitely getting attention out here on the road. It's not overly loud. It's loud when you want it to be. It's loud when you're wide open. But to me it just sounds good. Brakes feel good. Corner's very flat because there's hardly any weight here to deal with. Just brought it up so it would shift. Take a look at all the pictures of this awesome 1936 Ford Street Rod at uniqueclassiccars.com.